Filters in HelpSpot can be used to create additional views of requests beyond the simple inbox and my queue that are available by default. Filters are listed on the left-hand side down below the quick search box. You can see I have a few filters here as an example. When you click on a filter, the resulting request grid is shown. And this request grid functions very similarly to how the my queue and the inbox area work. I can peek at requests, and I can enter requests to edit them. I can sort columns, and so on and so forth. Let's go ahead and create a new filter and see the options that are available there. Okay, so when creating a new filter, the first thing that I have to do is give the filter a name. For this example, I'm going to create a filter that shows me all of the requests in the HR category. So we'll call it the HR filter. Next, I can select who is able to view this filter. By default, this filter is only going to be available to me and my login. I can also go ahead and change this to make it available to everyone, or to specific permission groups or specific people. I can also choose to place this filter in a folder if I wish. And I can also choose to display the count of the returned requests in the workspace sidebar, like we can see with the all open filter here. Finally, down at the bottom here is where I set my filter criteria. We can see that we have one filter criteria so far that's just saying to show all of the open requests. Let's go ahead and click on the green plus sign and add another filter criteria. And for this filter criteria, I'm going to choose category. And I'm going to say is, and then human resources. All right, so I can go ahead and run this filter from this editing view to make sure I'm getting back the results I would expect. That looks good. And now I can go ahead and save my filter. Okay, so here is my new HR filter over in my sidebar. And whenever I click on it here, I'm able to see all of the requests that are in that HR category. Let's go ahead and edit this filter now and add some more configuration to it. All right, so editing this filter takes me back to the same interface, and I can go over to the Options tab to make some additional configuration changes. First off, I can choose the ordering of the requests. So maybe I don't want to have these requests ordered by request ID, and instead I'd like to order them by the last time they were updated. I can also change the columns that are displayed. So I can select a new column to be displayed from the list here. Let's add the status column. I can rearrange these columns by dragging and dropping them. And I can remove columns that I don't really need. I also have the option to group requests by different criteria. So this will group requests that have the same value for a given field. Let's group these requests by who they're assigned to. I also have some additional options like whether I want to have urgent requests bubbled up to the top. I can choose to set a keyboard shortcut for quick access to this filter. And I have some additional configuration options here as well. All right, let's go ahead and save these edits. Okay, so here we can see our newly configured filter. We can see we have our status column now listed here, and our new grouping is available as well. So all of these requests are grouped together by who they are assigned to. I have some additional filter options available under the options menu. I can choose to delete this filter. I can also access an RSS feed and a CSV export of this filter. This can be useful if you want to analyze this data in something like Microsoft Excel. I can also choose to make this filter the default workspace, which means that whenever I enter the workspace, this will be the default view that I'll be shown instead of the My Queue area. Finally, I can access the Stream view. The Stream view will show me a chronological list of updates on all requests that meet the criteria of this filter. I can also switch back to the grid view just by clicking on Grid right here. And that's the basics of creating and interacting with filters in HelpSpot.